the NBCC and get a quick sense from them on how business is shaping up. Of course, it's going to be an interesting day of trade, so to speak, given the fact that, not just the market have had consecutive days of winning, but you've also had a fair amount of interest come in from investment-linked sectors. So far, it seems like construction and real estate are finding the fancy of the markets. In fact, let's touch base with the management of NBCC on that note. Analysts expect revival in Q4 sales. They expect execution also to pick up, and that's a backdrop, based on which we are heading into this discussion. Dr. Anoop Kumar Mittal, who's the CMD of NBCC, joins us with his insights on how the trends are building in the sector. Dr. Mittal, great to have you on the show. Can you talk about the revenue pickup in FY19? FY18 has not been a great year, but high value orders will start coming from the order backlog that has really led to an expansion in the overall order book.
Good morning to all the viewers. First of all, I will not agree to this that FY18 was not good. Definitely, it was not as expected or as predicted by us. It will show almost flat because of the one reason that indirect taxes of about 18 to 20% are not part of our revenue. If you include that and compare with the last year's performance, so it will show at least 18 to 20% growth in revenue as well as profit also. Profit definitely will increase. This is what is my expectation. But regarding your second part of the question, that growth in financial year 19 onwards, definitely you will see the growth in financial year 19 right from the beginning, first quarter itself. And I expect that growth should not be less than 30 to 35%. And this growth is not like that it will be seen in the last quarter or last half of the year. It will be visible from the first quarter because most of the big projects we have started and some of the revenue recognition has come in fourth quarter of this financial year. So it will give you sense of confidence that next 2-3 years will be really good for NBCC.
Great to hear that. Mr. Mittal, morning. Now, order inflow in the last 1 year, sir, has been very strong. Do you expect to maintain a similar flow over FY19 to 20 as well?
Definitely, order inflow will in fact, my assessment is that it will increase from last year because the model which we have established, self-revenue generation or redevelopment model, which we call in our language like Kidwai Nagar and other colonies we are doing, is attracting all the government department and PSUs and all government entities. So there are a lot of queries, a lot of expression of interest from all corners. So I'm expecting much more order flow in this financial year and coming financial years.
You've decided to enter into the road segment. Now, why would you look at diversifying into the road segment? Because the unique aspect for NBCC is that you get government orders on a nomination basis. You get a fixed charge from government, and that has been a USP. Why would you like to diversify into a space which is very competitive and dominated by private sector?
Yes, we have diversified in one way to road sector also, but it's not like the usual contract which other construction companies does on EPC mode. This contract is on PMC, again on same model in which we do redevelopment or other projects. So we are not contractor there. We have not been competitive with our counterparts like L&T, etc. This work has been given to NBCC on nomination basis to manage and control the project as project manager. We will get fixed agency charges of 7% approximately, what I believe. And this order, why this was given to NBCC? Because they have seen the effective management of NBCC, what we are doing in other parts of the country. So probably state government thought that local department cannot manage the contract, so this responsibility has been given to NBCC. So we will not be there as contractor, EPC contractor or whatever you call, we will be there, we are there as a project management consultant.
Is this a one-off order which you got, or you are seriously looking at exploring this model even in road construction?
You see, we are doing a lot of road work in Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana scheme, PMGSY, on similar model where we charge about 8 or 9% agency charges, and we are working across the country, particularly eastern part of the country, and almost more than 700 to 800 revenues coming from that scheme, and that is again project management consultancy. So anybody, any client, if they are giving any contract to NBCC related to project management consultancy, we will welcome that. And another example is irrigation project which we are doing for Maharashtra government. Again, that is first time any state government has engaged any PSU for project management consultancy in irrigation project. So we will welcome all clients if they engage NBCC on project management consultancy.
You know, I believe that you just received a big order from SAM. Is order flow from state governments likely to increase, and what kind of inflow are you expecting?
Yes, the visibility and branding of NBCC now is going beyond Delhi boundaries or metro towns. So now other state governments, wherever they feel like Assam government, they have engaged NBCC for Twin Tower or World Trade Center. It's about 2,500 crore rupees project. So other state governments are also inviting NBCC, but definitely our portfolio from state government side will also increase. But definitely this all will be on project management consultancy. We will remain here and will not go for EPC contract. That is not now our cup of tea.
Right. Mr. Mittal, being in Mumbai, the one question on all of our minds is what is happening? What's the status now with your Dharavi project? Because this has been long in the coming.
Yes, definitely I will convey your sentiments to state government why they are delaying so. It's a lighter side, but I expect in this quarter definitely will sign this agreement.
Now, when you say you will sign the Dharavi agreement, how large could this be for you? Because it is not going to be an easy project to develop. This is not legacy government land where you'll come with your expertise, use an outsider, a quality constructor, build and hand over the key. This is going to be a very complex project which anybody is trying to attempt to redevelop because of the presence and because of the density of the population.
You are right that this is not usual project which we are doing in other parts of the country. It's a different project, and there will be a lot of challenges also. But when we started first redevelopment project in Delhi and particularly Kidwai Nagar, we know that what kind of challenges we faced. There was a lot of slums were there, government accommodations, lot of issues related to NGT. But apart that, Dharavi is totally different. I agree with you, and we have a plan to handle that, and we'll take help of local agencies also, and the project will be executed in phases, and it is not 2 years or 3 years project. It may take at least 10 years time. But if we succeed, and I'm confident that we will be, this will change the working of public sector as well as all construction agencies.
One way of looking at a company's strength is that we look at order book. Second way of looking at a company's strength is that how much project or how much million square feet of project you would deliver. Now, I have a precise sense of your order book, and you've been very vocal about indicating to us, and last time when I met you in Delhi, you also were very clear about communicating that. But what I need to understand from you is that for FY19, what is the kind of million square feet you're likely to develop? You're also been able to monetize some land parcel which you are also getting along with the projects which you are constructing. So what is the update on that?
You see, your first part was about number of projects, handling number of projects. Today, last year, beginning, our number of projects were almost 350. And I think I mentioned to you that my target is to reduce the number of projects to 100 or 150 and keeping the order book same 1 lakh crore rupees or more. So we are very near to achieve that, and today our order book is about 85,000 crore rupees and number of projects are less than 170. So that is one thing we have achieved, and next year target is it should remain in 100. Second is the size of the project definitely will increase, and small value project we will not take. And as far as monetization of the land is concerned, that will remain, I mean, focus area for NBCC, because that is USP, and that's why we are getting a lot of projects. And you will surprise that some of the traditional government department which never thought of monetizing their land, maybe of defense or maybe of I mean paramilitary forces, they are also, I mean, coming forward to offer land for constructing their housing and other infrastructure, because the money is the main constraint, and land resources already available with all government departments like railways. They started the railway station redevelopment. When we entered, we offered that why don't you offer us some railway colonies also to develop affordable housing there. So on that also we are working. So that will be future for NBCC as well as for country.
Right, Dr. Mittal, we leave it at that. Thanks very much for taking out the time to speak with us and share with us your thoughts on where the sector is headed, and more importantly, you know, how you're mapping the trends on order inflow from the state governments as also your pending projects.